the camera 2. I'm gonna do finish setting up the P1000 camera as well. See if I can zoom out. We got somewhat of a low wind today, and I've been here at the launch site just now, chatting with Jim, who's setting up a channel. It's going to be called Cosmic something. He's going to name it Cosmic. I don't know what, I don't remember what the last word of his channel name is going to be, but it was of the cosmic nature. Had the word cosmic in it. So I was helping him out set up the Bart. Not Cosmic Perspective. There's a Cosmic Perspective is here down the road, Bart. Good thought though. Yeah, I didn't want to say perspective. It's going to be Cosmic something else. I forgot the word. Hey Sodak, DeKeenan. Monday Night TV. Hey.
Hey, are they lifting that up on top of the today?
Not today. No.
Not today?
No.
No? Okay.
That's what I heard. Not today.
That's what you heard. Yeah, somebody else said that they were going to, but I don't think that crane can do it.
Yeah, it seems a little short. I would think they would put the booster up first and then put the Starship on the booster.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, have a good one.
All right, passing by. Birdman, awesome. So I'm setting up the Nikon now, so I will have two cameras going simultaneously. And now the camera's just connecting right now, so that'll be live soon. All right. It's good to be running off of solar, because I'm not limited by time anymore. Pretty much unlimited during the daytime, and at night I still need to get a few batteries and I'll be able to live stream 24/7 at night, but I have it connected to my truck battery right now, so, but I'm not sure there's really much to shoot at nighttime yet. Let me see, so the wind is picking up. I have my back to the wind, so it's kind of good on this mic. I will have the other mic active in a little bit, and we'll get some close-up shots of the Starship and some of the other activity around the side here. So DeKeenan says, I wonder why they have the ship hooked up, but the booster not. Though it would be the other way around, booster on the stand first. Yeah, that's what I think too, DeKeenan. Booster on the stand first is what I was thinking. Maybe they're going to move the Starship around somewhere onto an SPMT. Maybe they're going to transport it closer to the launch site, or I'm not sure where they're going to move the Starship, but we'll see soon enough. Unless, a lot of times they will hook the Starship or big things up. Sometimes they'll hook the crane up to a Starship or something. Just so if there's bad weather coming through, they would want to for the safety of the crane. So I never know what's really happening here at the launch site. There's a lot of potentials. All right, we got a solid connection on looks like on the Nikon P1000. So I'm going through the process to go live with that right now. Might take the camera cap off the camera. That would help. Make sure the camera's connected. Let's see. Maybe I got to put the computer on the ground. Yeah, let me try that out. When I shake the truck, sometimes the connection gets lost for the for the Nikon camera. Yeah, I'm going to set up a few more things here, and then I will go live in a little bit. I'll move this camera a little bit forward. Just a minute. I'm getting in position for the next several hours, so that's why I'm spending so much time getting in position here. Let me see. Make sure it works for both cameras. The tripod treating you, you're good. Yeah, Juan, the tripod is a game changer for me. Your tripod I use almost every day. So 100% Juan. John. Well, let me check the name on that. Yeah, John, Juan. Every day I use that tripod. Okay, not the best shot, but this is a better shot than it just was. And I am activating the other camera as well. Today is Martin Luther King Day. So that's what I've heard. Happy Martin Luther King Day to everybody. It's a holiday, national holiday here in the United States. I was going to talk about dreaming. I didn't know it was Martin Luther King Day, but it does tie into what I was thinking about chatting about. I think I may have mentioned it already earlier today. That it's when I closed off the windows in my bedroom so that the light couldn't shine inside. It's when I started dreaming more about 2 months ago. So it does coincide with today being Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I don't know if it's Martin Luther King Jr. or just Martin Luther King Day, but if you want to dream, sometimes if you are able to block out the light in your bedroom, that can help. That's what's, I believe that was a big game changer for me over the last 2 months when I blocked out the light in my room. I was able to dream more. For instance, I have been having a few dreams with Elon Musk in it. So I don't know if any of you dream and have people in your dreams and hang out together and stuff like that, but I've had at least 3 dreams now with Elon Musk in it, just hanging out. So if you're getting to the other kind of stuff, lucid dreaming or whatever, some of my stuff, yeah, it's all about dreaming and meeting people in your dreams and and all kind of stuff. So you might as well have good dreams. You know, if you like to dream and sleep, you can get the premium dreams and not just the chaotic dreams. You know, so that's what lucid dreaming and some of the other stuff that I talk about can help you achieve. You know, premium dreaming. I think the signal for the Nikon keeps going in and out. I'll give it a few more shots before I pack that up and stop trying to use it. Yeah, something's messed up with this. I'll try it again. See what the chat is saying. Comic Camper. Cosmic. It should be Cosmic. Yeah, Cosmic Camper. I think he... Hey, Sodak. Hey, Michael. Time to live the dream. Yeah. Rad, huh? Awesome. Awesome. Someone posted them on the SpaceX page. Awesome. I didn't know that. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, it should be Cosmic Camper. He was thinking about calling it Cosmic Camper and a third word in that, but I guess he shortened it just to Cosmic Camper. That sounds good. That's a good name. That's the guy here whose RV I was standing on top of recently. He's setting at the YouTube channel right now. He's got a nice camper here with some solar panels on the side. Yeah, lucid dreaming is a great start. Yep. I'm gonna give this a few more seconds on this Nikon camera, and then I'm gonna pack it up. It did manage to go live. We'll see if it stays with the connection, but I do have 2 channels going now. I'll move my seat back to where it was. See if everything stays good. All right, I think looks to be good. All right, so we got the macro view on the P1000 at the 720, and we'll have a lot of close-up shots as well. Make sure I didn't miss anything here in the chat. Cosmic camera, Sodak, slightly cranky. You sound like me this morning. It's morning for me. I mean, even though it's afternoon, it took a while to do all the things that I did this morning, but I am here. I'm here. It is now 3:30 p.m. on January 17th, 3:30 p.m. January 17th, 2022. Just starting starting my time here at the launch site. I was on the western side of the launch site earlier, a little bit earlier, about an hour or so ago. So the sun is kind of above and to the left of the Starship right now, so it's making everything appear dark. But I am getting the shots here from this location. I'll lock it in right here. Let me just check everything. Yeah, the iPhone is really good when it comes to differences in sunlight and things like that. But for the Nikon P1000, it's more. You have to take care of it more with the different lighting and stuff like that. We can always construct and add a solar connector made of two reflective panels pointing onto a solar panel. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so Tom is saying we can add reflectors around the solar panel, a concentrator. Okay. Yeah, I did an internship at NASA Ames Research Center in like 1995 during the summer. And I was measuring the reflectivity in plants on the International Space Station. They want to grow plants on the space station, so they were having me measure during the internship the reflectance of the light off the walls into the center of the growth chamber for the plants. Different asparagus or lettuce or whatever. The different plants have to grow in the chamber, so we were measuring the reflectance, and so as part of that we were seeing which materials would reflect the light the best back to the center. So that's a great idea to concentrate the light onto the solar panels and stuff. One of my issues right now is my inverter tops out at 70 something volts, even though my solar panels are kicking out 82 to 86 volts. So I have, and the wattage on my inverter, as long as I'm only using on the charger, the wattage on my charger is limited to 200 watts, I think, as long as I'm only using a 12 volt battery. So I would need to have 24 volts to have access on the charger to the 500 wattage or whatever. My solar panel is currently rated at 400 something watts. But due to the 12 volt battery limitation that I have right now, I can't access the rest of the power that's getting put out by the solar panel due to my charger and my battery. So I would need to get another 12 volt battery and put it in parallel, I believe, or I could maybe in series. I would have to get another 12 volt battery and put it in series to double the voltage. Two 12 volt batteries. I think you get 24 volts when you put them in series, and then I could the charger would access the other capabilities of using the rest of the wattage that the panels are kicking out. I would also have to upgrade my inverter too, because I believe I have a certain type of inverter, which it'd be better to get a bigger one. Yeah, in series for 24. Thanks, Tom. Okay, yeah, I was down at the land yesterday. I put some stakes in the ground, and I'm waiting on Dakina says, how's it going with the land then, Paul? What's your plan to spend time there? Okay, so the land, great question. Yesterday I went and I put a bunch of kind of like 7-8 foot stakes, and I put some fencing around an area that I'm looking to put the antenna. There is going to be a road closure tomorrow, so I plan to have my cameras set up early in the morning. I got to learn out what kind of road closure it is. Maybe I'll be able to be here somewhere on site and do that video photography during whatever happens tomorrow. If not, I will set up my cameras at the remote location at the land, and I'll live stream from there, even though my connectivity at this point isn't optimal. So I did order an antenna, one antenna for the Nikon camera, the zoomed in camera that I'm using on the other live stream. So that camera, that antenna for the Nikon camera, the close-up camera, it's on its way, but the signal is spotty for the iPhone, the one that's not zoomed in right now. I often call the iPhone camera 2. So both of these cameras have dropped the signal from that land right now. So I'm waiting for the antenna, the signal booster that I ordered for the it's for the global AT&T modem. It plugs into that modem. Waiting for that to show up so that I can really utilize that land 24/7. So until I get the antenna booster, then it doesn't. And I'm also waiting on the cables. I bought some aircraft strength 300 pounds, over 300 pounds of I think it's a 1/4 inch aircraft cable, which I'll attach to the pole. I already have the pole, but once I get that cable, I'll be able to attach 3 or 4 different cords to it, and then at that point it would make sense to put the pole in the ground. But until then, and I may have to get a grounding rod as well and put that at the top of the pole. So I've got a few things to do, modifications and attachments I have to do to that pole before I can put that in the ground. And I'm also waiting on the antenna to arrive so that I can attach that higher up before I put. It's like a 20-foot pole, so I don't have a 20-foot ladder. So if I make all the attachments before I put the pole vertically, then I can then it'll be good to go. So let me check the chat here. Check out the chat. MPPT controller. Yeah, I have an MPPT controller, Tom. Yeah, and that is the one where at 12 volts, it gives you, I think, around 200 or so watts capability. And then my solar panel is already 400, I think 35. I don't remember the wattage, but it's over 400 watts on the solar panel. It does 82 to 86 volts. So the MPP kind of for the 12 volt charger capability, it cuts out at, I think, around 75 volts. My panels are commercial solar panels, so I've got more capability right now on the solar panel than I'm able to convert into electricity with the charger and the inverter that I have. So I do have a GoFundMe or PayPal in the description if you'd like to contribute to finishing the system there. I need to get a signal amplifier for the cell phone. I need to get maybe an exterior camera so that I can put it there on the pole. Otherwise, I'll have to take one of either my cell phone or my laptop and kind of leave it there on site. So I don't have a third camera right now. I do have a little mini GoPro camera, which I could potentially do. I don't know if it can zoom. I think it can zoom. I don't know how good the quality is. It's a really small lens, but the batteries have never worked for me in the past on that. But I can hardwire it into power, into the solar or something like that. So that GoPro is actually a possible third camera that I can utilize, but it is somewhat of I'm not sure how good it will be. I will check that out. I did take it off the shelf yesterday, and I made a note in my mind that to check it out and see if that would put out some decent footage. I really want to get a when you look at the Lab Padre camera, the rover cam that they have, that's like a $6,000-$7,000 camera, just sitting there on their rover cam. So y'all aren't going to donate $6,000 or $7,000 to me so I can set up a remote camera. So I'm trying to piece together something that will work, and if as the channel grows during those key times, like the like a launch or a static fire or a stacking or whatever, as I get more and more footage and do better at what I'm doing here, possibly if the money does continue to flow, then I'll be able to get something of that stature, like a $5,000-$6,000 camera. But right now, yeah, I'd love to be able to buy one of those $6,000 cameras. Oh yeah, booster 4 with the aero covers. Okay, that's cool. I can zoom in on that. Yeah, and as I get closer with the Nikon camera, it does get better with the lighting. The lighting is better when you get closer up. So I'll keep a zoomed in shot for that, and I will do a little focus, and then I'll work more of the other camera for a little while. I'll leave this here. There's somebody working on the side of the booster there. Okay, back to the chat here. Yeah, how do they afford that, right? Yeah, the cell booster is something I can afford. I think that's about $50. So Okay. So one of the thoughts that two people have mentioned to me is that Lynn mentioned it, and also Jack at MSX, that it would be cool if people could, like, for maybe 10 minutes or so from around the world, control the camera. If not only could the camera be controllable, but could could people sign up to do different time periods? And right now we're watching. I'll go left and right on the camera here. This camera here, if you were able to control the camera from the distance over the internet, because I think there's some games like that allow you to control cameras and things. So what if you could for maybe 5-10 minutes control the camera and look at whatever you want to look at, and so you would be in charge of the camera from your desktop. So that's something I'd like to find out what programs would allow that to happen. If any of you know which technology or which exterior camera I should get or whatever, then I'd like to learn more about that, and then maybe put that in the GoFundMe or something, or maybe just hold it on the side for the future if or when I make some money where I can get something like that and make that feature available. So Tom Tech says, yeah, I tried the 24 volt. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I'd have to buy one more battery if I work in sync with my truck, or I'd have to buy two batteries, two $200 batteries or so, $100 to $200 batteries. So if I can get two batteries, then I can keep the one on my truck, and I can keep the rover cam going. So I'm going to have to make the decision whether I make a fixed location there on the site, which I'd like to do. I'd really like to make that happen, but because I only have the one battery in my truck, and I can't take the battery out of my truck, and so I'm going to need to buy at least one battery, because my truck, the road isn't good enough to drive my truck to the site there and park it there, and while I do a remote camera. So I need to buy one extra battery. It'd be better if I had two, so that I could do the 24 volts. Yeah. Because right now I'm sending it through the cigarette lighter to the battery. I'm charging the battery in my truck with the solar panel, and simultaneously I'm using another cigarette lighter, or I'm coming right off of the charge controller to loading it with the inverter and off of that I'm powering the laptop, and oftentimes I'm powering the Nikon camera as well. So I'm doing it all off of the truck battery right now. It's kind of cool because it's always topping off. It's always topping up my battery here on the truck. Let me see. Piper's Law says you need to make your pole pivot so you can do maintenance on your equipment. Sink a couple pieces of angle bar into the ground and let it stick up 4 feet out of the ground. You need to make your pole pivot. Do maintenance on your equipment. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, this is a really. I got you. Maybe put some angle bar into the ground and let it stick up 4 feet. Okay, that's an idea. I'll think about that, Piper's Law. Thank you. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That would be very interesting. Okay, thanks. Maybe I cut the pole that I have and put some type of hinge on it that'll be stiff, the rest of the time. That's a good idea. Tom says, for the cell booster, remember you can always remove the original antenna, directional antenna, more range. You can always remove the original antenna and put in a directional antenna for the cell booster. Okay, I can always take off the antenna that I'm using and put in the directional antenna. I got you. More range. Okay. Yeah, well, there is a yeah, they make a lot of money. That's how they do it. See, the reason I'm getting the remote camera setup is because you got to understand that right now we're getting 58 viewers, right? If I left my camera here 24/7, I'd probably get 100, 200 viewers, right? But when it comes around time for a static fire, then thousands of viewers view the channels that have the close-up view. Like if I had this shot right now that we have, or the one that we have from the land that I just rented, if we have that shot active and live during a static fire, or maybe during tomorrow's road closure, or during a launch, any one of those three, that's when you get 50, 60,000 viewers. And that's when a lot of people donate money and stuff, because they're excited and it's awesome. It's a great imagery and everything. So it's worth seeing, and people are appreciative of it. So when you can get 40, 50,000 viewers and many people donating, that's when they make most of their money. That's what I believe. And then they have thousands of subscribers because they have 24/7 cameras. So right now I have been limited to being over at South Padre Island, where the reception is sketchy, and I get about 30, 40 viewers. Meanwhile, everybody else is getting tens of thousands of viewers. So that's how they can afford it. And that's why this remote camera is so important for what I'm doing, because yeah, I'll be able to be in the game rather than 5 miles away. So that's how they afford it. Piper's says, then put a pivot in the pole at the top of the angle iron and another point at the bottom for a locking bolt to hold it in place. Put a pivot in the pole at the top of the angle iron and another point at the bottom for a locking bolt. Cool. 6K camera and leave it on. Seems crazy, yeah. But there's guards here, so everybody kind of respects that camera, the vehicle. Tom says, easy, just build a PHP website and link to a Raspberry and control all the necessary motor functions. Yeah, I gotta write that down. Tom, I need to get that written down. So I'll go into my truck for a few minutes. I'll get my pen. I believe it's in my truck, and I'll be back and I will write that comment down. Thank you, Tom. I'll be back soon, everybody. Hey, Lincoln. Yeah, Lincoln. I'm not sure when they're going to do it, but yeah, looks like they're going to hoist it. Okay, just a few seconds here. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, Simon. Hey, write that comment down though. All right, so I wrote that comment down, Tom. Build a PHP website and link to a Raspberry and control all the necessary motor functions through it. Awesome. How much are 360-degree VR type cameras? I think there were more than one models of the 360 cameras, and they did just come out with a new one. So the older model is a little cheaper. The thing with the 360 camera, I believe, is that I'm kind of going through the chat here. There's some comments by people who shouldn't be doing what they're doing. Yeah, their 360 cameras are pretty cool. Tonight's launch at KSP has been moved to tomorrow. Yeah, I believe, no, yeah, Sodak, they're putting a tower is fine. Because there's several, yeah, I could rent spaces on the towers too, yeah. There's two towers already, one by Lab Padre and another by somebody else, so there's no restrictions on towers, and I have that in my lease to put a tower on it, so. Yeah, Dickinson, that's true. Tom, that sounds pretty interesting. Tom says to Dickinson, with an OBS server, we can stream a static cam and multiplex a Paul commentator sometime. That'd be cool. Harper's says 2 holes in your pipe, one 4 foot up with a bolt through it, and both pieces of angle iron is your pivot, and another one at the bottom with a hole going through both pieces for the locking bolt. 2 holes in the pipe, one 4 feet up with a bolt through it, and both pieces of angle iron is your pivot, and another one at the bottom with a hole going through. Yeah, I think I understand. I think I understand what you're saying, Piperzol. Again, 4-3. Yeah, I don't think they'll lift today either. Tom says for a 360 cam, you can put a standard camera and control a pivot with a small stepper motor, maybe Raspberry Pi or not for web control. A small stepper motor. Like a relay or something like that. Pretty interesting. Hey Tom, if you have any further ideas on that, Tom, you're welcome to send me an email with images or because I can hand that info over. I mean, I can look at the info myself and maybe figure it out. I can also ask and show it to Joseph Cohorst, the CTO here, and he will definitely understand where you're going, and he might be able to help me figure something out. So help us figure something out. Hi, David in Tasmania. Awesome. Zeus from Spain. Awesome. 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 All right, I'm going to get a little bit more active here with the imagery. Good conversation, everybody. Yeah, we have a 3D printer, Tom. If you have any ideas on what we should print, give me a. I did a what is it called? MSX has a, I believe I've seen 2 3D printers there, and I did a stream where I did 3D print Elon, a head of. It was called Elon's head, but I'm not sure it was Elon's actual. Anyway, yeah, if there's any STL files that you'd like suggest I 3D print, let me know. Let us know, and we can do something else interesting here. So they're doing some preparations on the booster. Kind of interesting. 2 lifts, kind of doing some work there on the booster. I don't see any activity over there on the. I'll show you that. I don't see any activity on the tower to the left on the iPhone Pro 12 Max. I'll tilt up, give you that shot. Print a pivot and motorize with a stepper motor. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, let me, good idea, Tom. Print a pivot and motorize it with a stepping motor. Yeah, that's cool. Decaying at night, man. I might want something a little sturdier, but that's cool. Something out of metal. Yeah, but the tank farm is here to the left too. I don't see any trucks here at the tank farm today, but maybe we'll see some drive by or something. Yeah, okay. David says it's amusing. There's so much work going on, and that this one will probably end up in the ocean. Might end up in the ocean. Yeah, I like the way you're thinking there, David. I'll do a shot of the ocean since I'm here, and you mentioned ocean with the other camera. It is windy. It's windier than when I first started streaming here. So in the last 45 minutes, yeah. So nonchalant. The story on the street is that the SpaceX, these 2 white tanks on the right, this one and the one behind it, they didn't get permission to store methane in those tanks, so they had to put these white ones to the right here. These 2 tanks over here are methane tanks, and these, I guess, aren't going to be used for methane anymore. So that's the issue with the methane tanks, nonchalant, and we'll see how it all turns out. There is space over there to the right where maybe they took the berm away. Maybe they will put another methane tank there to the right or something. We'll see how it goes. But I haven't watched any other channels, so I don't know what other people are saying. I just get my info mostly from here in the chat, or on site. When I talk to people here on site is when I get info. You can see the camper there. That is the Cosmic camper over there with the surfboard and on top of the RV over there. That's yeah, metal might cost more, but we can machine mill something like that, and we got all the welding equipment over there at MSX. I've done some welding. I learned how to weld over at Makerspace X. Again, I'll say, you know, here in the United States, I'd never heard of a Makerspace before, but I guess it is kind of big internationally, or maybe it's big in the U.S. too, and I just didn't know. But there is a Makerspace is like you know, people who make things. So if you're a carpenter and you make cabinets, then you're a maker. And so a lot of people don't make anything. They just they buy stuff, and they, you know, whatever it is that these people do. A lot of people don't make stuff, but there's a saying: there's the makers, the fakers, and the takers. So I believe Elon has said something similar. That's a quote that Jack at MSX has been told me, and the people over there at MSX at Makerspace X said there's makers, there's fakers, there's makers, takers, and fakers. So if you make something, like here I'm making a YouTube video, or whatever it is, if you're a gardener and you grow vegetables, or if you're in a factory, or whatever it is, if you make something, maybe you play an instrument, or if you make something, then you're a maker. So maker spaces are kind of places where people who make stuff can kind of inspire each other and kind of make stuff in the same environment. And then the cool thing about that is then all the equipment is there, so it's a kind of inspires the other makers. So everybody kind of inspires each other when they're making stuff. So yeah, almost every day there's somebody over at the Makerspace here in Brownsville making something. So it's kind of cool. It also happens to be close here to the launch site, so it's a convenient location. But yeah, I'd never heard of Makerspaces before until I got to this Makerspace here in Brownsville. They have a Twitter page and a Facebook page as well. Stick welding, huh? Yeah, they use steel. I think it's a type of steel, ground truth, because let me just go back here in the chat. Nonchalant Captain Pike says they're missing a containment wall between the methane tanks, and the state of Texas would not approve their use. A containment wall. Yeah. Oh wow. Hey, Captain Pike, can they use those tanks for liquid oxygen or liquid nitrogen or anything like that? Or because you know, to the left of the methane tanks are liquid oxygen and nitrogen. I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to move my computer off the solar cell. I have it charging, but we may lose connectivity when I do that. We're not getting a lot of charge right now, so I'll take the risk. But if the Nikon P1000 loses reception, then that's what happens, and I'll just pack that one up, and I won't restart it. I just want to make sure I'm getting enough juice out of the solar panel. Unless I plug it into the battery pack I'm sitting on. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, maybe yeah, maybe I'll do that. Just a minute, everybody. Maybe I'll let it go. The thing about the when you're working off the truck battery, then I think you want it to stay above kind of 12 volts. You want the charging. And when I last went in the truck, since I have my computer on top of the solar panel, I'm like reducing the output of the solar panel. So when I was in the truck, I saw that it was around 12.4 volts. And you really want to keep it above 12. Otherwise, I think when you get around 11 is when it becomes hard to start your truck. So I am shading like a good, like 1/7 or 1/8 of the solar panel by having my computer on top of it as a desk. So maybe I'll show you all. Instead of talking about it, I'll just show you. Let me show you. Here we go. I'll turn the camera here. Let me see. Here we go. Let me take this off the tripod here. Just a moment. All right, here we go. Here's the computer. See, I have this, that's powering, solar panels powering the computer, but the computer is on the solar panel. It's a nice panel, but I'm also shading it with my camera here as well. The Nikon is severely shading the solar panel here, so. Yeah, I think I should take it off. I should take it off. I may lose connectivity when I do that though, so I am also sitting on two battery packs, computer battery packs. So instead of interrupting the live stream, I could also just I'm sitting on some battery packs. So I'll just take one of those out, I think, and maybe not move the computer. I'll show you that on camera as well in just a moment. Now that I got the solar panels, I hardly ever use these battery packs, but this is going to be a good time for me to use it. Make sure it's working. All right, the battery pack is working. All right, I'll show you that battery pack as well. Some of y'all might be interested in this. So I have one of these computer battery packs. I'm not wearing any shoes right now. I have some sandals next to me. But yeah, this is a battery pack, and I've turned off the what is it called? The alarm. So there's no alarm, but now the computer is running off the battery pack instead of running off the solar panel. I'm doing the battery pack. So I think I got like a couple hours, and I got a second one underneath me. So they may be doing a live stream. I don't see any cameras in their hands. But so the question was the Cosmic Camper. That is a good name, actually. Whether they're doing a live stream on top of the thing over there, and I can get a shot of that with the close-up camera. Maybe I got some dust on the camera here. I'm trying to figure out. No dust. I'm trying to figure out why it's so dark. Yeah, they don't have any, you guys can't see it on this camera, I'll get that shot there. On the right side of the screen here, right over here, there's some people doing a, just up on there, I think the Cosmic Camper guys. They're not holding any cameras, but they are viewing from the roof over there. Oh, I think, that's one of the guys has a camera in his hand, but that's Jim and Pedro. I think yeah, could be Juan or Pedro. I forgot, but anyway, De La Palma or something like that. Yeah, it is a little chilly right now. Oh, Jesus Ramirez, they are building a SN21 right now. I got some good shots of that as well with the camera that you're watching, the iPhone Pro 12 Max. I got some shots of the SN21 Starship earlier today, and I will upload that later tonight. I think I got it in 4K. So they are about to stack the nose cone of Starship 21 on top of the base of it, and both of those are outside the mid bay over there. Hey, Adat, it's been a while. Jesus, nice. Tom says, I changed the two 12-volt lead batteries for a homemade 24-volt 18650 lithium ion pack. A homemade 24-volt 18650 lithium ion. Awesome. I gotta learn more about that. Sounds interesting. Hey, Adat, I'm doing all right. Nice, I like the symbol. I like the profile image you got there. Good stuff. So it is a little chilly right now. And the sun is directly, I'll get the sun is directly over the, kind of in a same proximity as the cameras right now. So we're getting a lot of darkness in the view here. I could change the ISO, but I'll keep it as it is. And maybe for the Nikon, maybe I'll get the tower instead. If there are any requests on things you'd like to see, let me know. I will get the base of the booster in a little bit with the close-up camera. And this camera I can zoom in too. The iPhone right here, all left, right, has really, the iPhone is really good with contrast and lighting. So even though the sun is right there in the middle of the screen on the iPhone, it's still a good picture. A good picture. That's good. That's a nice shot there. Yes, Simon, that is a good idea. Simon says, could I mount the solar panel on the roof of the cab and have a small desk table to rest your laptop on, maybe even under a small sunshade, giving you extra room on the back? Yeah, that is all possible. The solar panel is bigger than the top of the cab, so it would be maybe a little bit too big for the top of the cab, but I could angle it so that it's facing south, and I could lean it up against the cab, and then I could still get that room. Maybe I could slide on some kind of things. But again, this solar panel, I think I'm gonna take it off and put it, make it fixed at the remote camera site. So I think this is gonna live over there, and maybe I'll get a second. Maybe I get another solar panel, but I can't afford a second one right now. So I'm gonna have to make a choice, and the choice I'm making when the antenna pole is ready to go, I will take the solar panel off of the truck and just leave it on site at the property and hopefully power the remote cameras successfully. I think it shouldn't be an issue. I just gotta weatherize the cameras, unless I can get a remote camera. I mean a exterior camera, buy an exterior camera. So. But yeah, one foot in front of the other, one day at a time, one thing at a time. And I listened to this thing by Wayne Dyer, and he, I don't know if any of you have, I posted the link one time, but there's an awesome track by Wayne Dyer. If anyone wants to hear that track, you can find his stuff on YouTube, but there's like a repetitive saying that someone recorded it and put it on a loop, like and I've been listening to that in the morning and the evening, Wayne Dyer, for almost 2 weeks now. Good stuff. Yeah, ladder rack. Someone mentioned that yesterday also, so that's a good idea. David says, I would weld a square tube inside my tray and then slot in a removable frame and bolt the panel over the top and sit under it. Interesting. Yeah, but it is cold out here. Yeah, I should get my sweater on. Yeah. Sweater will be the next thing that I do. So it is Monday. Pretty interesting Monday we got going on. So there are 2 lifts that just went up on the I'll get a different shot with this camera, and I'll get this shot that we're looking at here with I'll switch out the shots, everybody. So the iPhone is going to go to the chopsticks, and the chopsticks are going to go to the Starship. You can see 2 lifts just went up there on the left side of on the right side of the catch arms. The imagery on the Nikon is always flipped. It's always in reverse. So when I was looking at the screen here on the iPhone, I said left even though it was right, because I often have to flip the image of and just tell myself it's on the other side for the iPhone, for the Nikon P1000. All right, there is a pretty big lift underneath. The closer lift to us is pretty big, and then there's a smaller one on the side. I have the lift underneath the chopsticks in view right now. There is some scaffolding blocking the view, but maybe I can lift that camera up a little bit and get that shot above. See, above that scaffolding. I'll focus here a little bit. I think that's about it on the focus for the, I'll zoom out, can't really see much on that. So there's a lift there, and I'll get the other lift now with the P1000. They moved it away. There was another one down there on that right side. Simon says, any news of when SpaceX will lift a Starship 20 using the chopsticks? Does it have lifting points like Booster 4? Any the list SN20 using the chopsticks? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, anyone know how they're gonna lift the Starship with the chopsticks? That's a good question. All right, I'm gonna get this back to the Starship over here. Sorry. Yeah, I might be able to get a little better shot underneath the chopsticks up there in those dark areas. Let me tilt it up a little bit and then do a little more zooming. We can see somebody up there, so that's kind of cool. That's the best it can do. I'm going to zoom out. It's a little bit too dark. All right, Captain Pike says Starship has lifting posts just under each upper wing. So on a close-up, look for a missing tile under the wing. The posts are pushed out by actuators. Awesome, Captain Pike. Thank you, man. That's good stuff. There we go. That shot gets you everything in one view. Yeah, another time I'll get that shot of the. There we go. That's a decent shot. There we go. I'm gonna get a different shot with the close-up camera. I'm gonna get the base of the chopsticks here. I get it with this camera too. It's around 4:30 in the afternoon, so we're getting close to change of shift time or going home time. So I've seen some people leaving already, and there's going to be more people going home. Starting to hear some music on the site. People are starting to, I guess, relax and get ready to go home, kind of thing. What's going on? I'll get the front gate here too. Get a little shot of that as well. All right, enough of that, I guess. Yeah, it is a nice day here. Yeah, you're correct. David says they don't have permission to fly this month or next month, right? Due to the FAA environmental review. The FAA did give them clearance to fly, apparently. They have clearance to launch, but not clearance from the FAA to fly. Chuck, thanks, man. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, too. Thank you. Benwell says the Starship 21, the base of it and the nose cone are outside of the mid-bay. Yep. I saw them earlier today. I didn't upload that footage, but I did get the footage, and I'm going to upload it tonight. Yeah, it's Simon. I think they don't have permission to launch until the end, until March at the earliest, due to the environmental review. That's going to get, I think, completed on the February 28th. So no launches are going to happen between now and then. So right here, we're looking at the base of the booster 4. That's the shot we're looking at. Yeah. That's not the moon back there on the Nikon camera. That's just something else, a reflection. See. Oh wow, David. I didn't know that's what they were for, David. That's cool. So David says, I love how they've used those cover plates to create fins at the base that will help stop the rotation in flight. Cool. I didn't know that. Awesome. Adios, Captain. Yep. Yeah, Simon. I think I'll end it here too. It's been a good day. I'm gonna do some more work tonight, and I'll upload one or more videos tonight. I may do a music video, but I got some good imagery, some interesting footage I got at the high bay. They moved out the, there used to be a a bunch of campers out there over by Starship 15 and 16, and they moved those. It was I think it's Olympus Mons, the bunch of campers that they had, those silver RV kind of things. They moved those out of the way. They're gone, and now it's just some dirt that they're leveling out right now, and it's right next to the new high bay. And so I got footage of that. It's going to be pretty interesting. You might find that interesting. All right. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I'll sign out here as well. And I don't know. Wish you the best. This is good stuff. If you'd like to donate to the channel, that always helps. And I'm good through next week. I mean, through sometime next week. I'm good through maybe Thursday of next week with gas. So you're welcome to donate, and the money goes for new equipment so I can get the battery and all that kind of stuff. So, and really make the remote camera an actuality. But yeah, next month I may end up not renting the place I'm staying in, and maybe take that $500-600 instead of paying rent, and get a tent and camp out so that I can pay the rent, pay to buy the solar panels and the batteries that I need for the remote camera. So. Might get a little rough next month, but I will be able to get the equipment that I need. And yeah, see y'all next time. It's good stuff. Good stuff. But if you have $5,000 and you want to float the rent and everything else, the equipment, you're welcome to donate $5,000 or however much you think you might want to donate. So, thanks everybody. It's been a lot of fun here. Yesterday was a lot of fun too, and probably the future there'll be a lot more fun. And I recommend if you live in a bedroom, if you have a bedroom, and you have the ability to see the sunlight when the sun rises in the morning, and if you want to dream, I would recommend blocking out the light so it doesn't come in the room, so you can't tell if it's daytime or nighttime. Because that might be some really good dreaming. That's when it happened for me, starting about 2 months ago. So, all right, I'll sign out from here. I'll get on the camera here. Ocean Camera Space Corp, Paul S. Bamakos, with the solar panel here as well. Good day to you. Thank you, everybody. I'll end it with the Starship in the background here. And tomorrow morning there's going to be a road closure, I think at 10 a.m. So I'll get out here and I'll do what I can to get a lot of cool footage and see if anything happens tomorrow. Good night, good day to you, wherever you're watching this. It is once again January 17th, 2022, in the 4:40 p.m. Have an awesome day, rest of your day.